In yesterday's Mariners game, Cal and Rowdy knocked San Diego out of this series. Emerson Hancock took the ball against Nick Pivetta, and the Padres had some terrible batted ball luck, but it doesn't show up in wins and losses. Welcome to the Dom Skiing Channel, your one-stop shop for the Mariners storylines on Seattle's mind. Mariners beat the Padres 4-1 on Saturday after winning 5-1 Friday night, taking the first two games and winning the series outright. Emerson Hancock took the ball against Nick Pivetta. Cal and Rowdy both homered, and the Padres had terrible batted ball luck. We start out here, with Emerson Hancock, who went 4.2 innings pitched, allowing 6 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts to 1 walk, 88 pitches, and then got hard hit 7 times in this one. So nothing standing out too much. Didn't go super long. Didn't allow a ton of runs. Didn't get a ton of strikeouts. Just 8 whiffs on 88 pitches. That's not going to be enough for what we're hoping. He went back to using the 4-seam fastball primarily in this one, getting 5 swinging strikes on 29 pitches, getting just 2 swinging strikes on 26 changeups, and 1 on 22 sinkers. Had a pretty high average exit velocity at 92.9. It makes sense why his pitch count got way up. He allowed a little bit of damage. And wasn't able to stay in this game and get a quality start out of it, despite allowing just the 1 run. He just wasn't being deceptive enough, whereas he was really pushing earlier in the week. I would like to see him push a little more, because that Emerson Hancock against the Yankees on Monday night was far more interesting than this one against the Padres last night. However, he'll definitely be in this rotation for the foreseeable future, with Bryce Miller hitting the IL this week. So we're going to need him. I'm just hoping that he can get, using the 4-seamer more, I should be celebrating this a lot. But after he had success with the sinker last time, I'm almost just wanting him to pitch entirely better, getting more swing and miss. And that's not coming out in this, because although he throws the 4-seam and then tries to have the changeup, then play off of it, he completely eliminates anything of a curveball in this. He has a slider there, 9 of those, and then throwing 2 cutters kind of randomly. The slider throwing 9 with high average exit velocities and no whiffs on that. I'm just hopeful that he can have, a dominant fastball and then some really good secondaries as well. And I'm just not seeing it. Even the changeup with 2 on 26 is just like, I don't see all of that swing and miss potential in this profile. He's getting hit hard. He's not getting the swing and strike. And that's where it's like, this is why we optioned him back to the minors earlier. So this is a disappointing start for Emerson. Hopefully, when he takes the ball on Wednesday, he'll definitely have a shot. Hopefully, he can go out there and do better in the series finale against the White Sox in Chicago. Anyway, moving on to the Padres side of things, Nick Pivetta. Now, as I said, my hypothesis is that we're going to see more and more breaking balls against the team as the season goes on. Nick Pivetta, very fastball-heavy guy. Uses that fastball, gets 7 swinging strikes on 46 of them. And that accounts for most of his swing and miss overall, as he only gets 9 swinging strikes on 87 pitches. Because the Mariners, what do? They look for their pitch. They don't miss. So they're swinging at that fastball. They're not swinging at the curveball or the sweeper. So that kind of probably fed back into Pivetta wanting to throw the fastball more, just to get more swings. Since everything else, the curveball, the sweeper, the cutter, although it had really good average exit velocities against, he couldn't get the Mariners to swing much against it. And when they did, they would just foul it off or put it in play. So Nick Pivetta really wanting to use that 4-seam, able to do so, but then the Mariners, end up getting to him. Even though his line looks better than Emerson Hancock's at the end of the night. He's just a better pitcher. He has more room for error. Whereas Emerson, if his profile doesn't have that gaudy fastball or a gaudy changeup or slider, or sinker, something that I can rely on, then how is he going to have, Nick Pivetta is not at his best, still goes 6 innings, gives up just 2 hits, allows 1 run, gets 7 strikeouts and 1 walk. Going up against a lineup that just hasn't been seeing the ball amazing, and he finds it against them. The Padres bullpen, on the other hand, did let it in, let the game up for him. Adrian Morejon only pitching, only recording 1 out, allowing a run on 2 hits, allowing a home run actually, and then Alex Jacob letting in 2 runs later, only recording 1 out as well. So the Padres bullpen let this one up for sure. Credit to our lineup for battling late in the game. Cal and Rowdy homering in each of the first 2 games of this series really made the difference. So we took the series and came in today's game, kind of playing with house money, as Aaron Goldsmith said on the broadcast. You've already won the first 2, and now you're just looking to, anything you get today is almost extra. But that's going to do it for this one. Finally going to recap today's ball game, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out and go Amps.